Yeah, let's take a moment to talk about filters because any page that you get into is more like a list page. It gives you a lot of analysis points, right? So not necessarily that you'd be only coming into this page to create a transaction or post, but for analysis as well, right? So when you are on a page like this, like a list page, and you'd like to know how many sales invoices you have posted to customer ABC, or how many invoices of them are being open or closed, you can run these inquiries on the page using this filter. Okay, this is a simple yet very powerful filter option that you can see pretty much on all the screens across Business Central. That comes very handy. I'm going to give you a quick demo of this. So let's say I want to do a quick inquiry of all invoices that are for this customer School of Fine Art, right? So I can create a filter by picking the customer number as the filter option and say School of Fine Art. And you can see that the system quickly filters to all the invoices for that customer. So this is one way of doing it. Even better, you can just click on a line. Let's say this customer called Relay Cloud. And at the top, there's an option called filter to this value, right? So, and the system is able to look into the line that's selected in the background and then filters to that value. And there we go, right? So it again cuts down a couple of steps, opening up a filter list like this and adding the customer name. So this is probably the better or the easier way to do it for you. Uh, while this list, is very helpful in a way you can add like nested filters. For example, I want to do an analysis on customer number so and so, where the amount is greater than $1,000, right? I think pretty much everything is $1,000 here. Let's say for example, $10,000. So I can use arithmetic operations, and there we go. You can have a quick list of the filtered list without having you to do any Excel related functions to get the same result. So that's where your filters become very handy. You can add nested filters, like you can also include another filter where you can say the flag closed is no. Okay, so this is to show you if there are any invoices for this customer that's greater than $1,000, which is not closed yet, right? And you can remove the filters one by one if you want to go back in the analysis. And the best part of this one is that you can still export this to Excel, right? Nobody's going to get away from Excel. Excel is going to be the best, the analysis, it's a very handy solution. We don't want to leave Excel at all. So Excel is very much integrated into every page of Business Central. So for folks who like Excel, you're able to quickly export to Excel with a click of a button. It exports the report for you. Whatever you see on this page is exported out in a very good format. I'm going to show you right now. It's opening up on my screen. I think I have to share my other screen. Just one moment. Right, so this is the Excel that just got downloaded, and you can see that the format looks pretty good, right? It has the alternate colors for easy visibility. You have the headers already um, included. It comes along with the filters opened up. So it pretty much gives you a ready to go format for your further analysis, right? And from here, I typically do a pivot table, by the document number or the date and do further analysis that I'd like to do with an Excel. So for any quick management reporting, this is a great tool that I suggest. We don't have to, build a report in Business Central. That's what I feel personally working on a solution like Business Central. When someone asks me for a report to build, we don't really need to build a report because the information is very handy that you're able to do analysis on the pages using these filters and quickly export it out. So the best part of this one is if you'd like to keep this as a living report, meaning as a dynamic report that you want to keep following on what's happening on this customer on the posted documents, You can save this view as opposed to entering this filter every single time. You can save the view by just clicking on that save button here and say a datum greater than 1,000, something like that, right? So save it um, with your own string name for you to easily pick up that report. And when you get out of that screen and then go back into the sales invoice screen, you still see all your saved views. And with a click of a button, you will then be able to see the report that is dynamically run at that point in time. Okay. So I want to emphasize that this is not a snapshot of what you had built. This is like an ongoing view of this customer. So if you run this like a couple of months later, it might not be the same lines, right? You might maybe seeing a few lines, actually a lot more lines because this is archive data. So right now it might be showing 20 lines, maybe a few months it might be showing a 50 lines, right? So this is a dynamic report, which is a really handy tool for analysis. And this feature is again available almost on any list page that you can go into. So you really don't need any reports to build in Business Central.